Hey everyone, my name is Myiesha and I'm a beauty director here at Sephora.
Hi, I'm David, also a beauty director here at Sephora, and we have a really good video for you. This is a video all about skincare for brightening, which I think is a very common goal people are looking for.
Very common goal. I think we both focus on brightening our skin, and don't get it twisted. Brightening isn't always about being shades lighter. It's about
Right.
taking that irregular production of melanin and sort of evening it out and kind of like bringing it to one. Whether
Evening skin tone, reducing dark spots. I mean, I think overall what you just said is a really key point because a lot of times people mistake the idea of brightening for lightening.
Yes.
And that's not always the case. It's really about uneven skin tone, dullness, some really, I mean, at the end of the day, you want your skin to be brighter and clear. You know what I'm saying?
Like who doesn't?
Like I just hear the sound effects coming from brighter skin. So we've got some great products that we're going to talk about because both of us have some unique perspectives and things on products for brightening the skin. And we're going to talk about why we love them and why we think they'd be really good for you. So the first product we're going to talk about is something I'm in love with. This is the Kate Somerville Liquid Exfoliate Triple Acid Resurfacing Treatment. There's no secret that I love to melt my face off. Although this does not burn at all. It's extremely gentle. It's a nighttime exfoliating solution. And it's comprised of AHAs, which are alpha hydroxy acids. So you've got some glycolic, lactic, and malic acid in here. And it's combined with some great fruit enzymes. So you have papaya, pumpkin, and pineapple enzymes. And we know the power of enzymes and we know the power of the AHAs to really quickly, effectively, and gently help to remove those top layers of dead skin cells that are dull. Talking about dullness, you're immediately removing that dullness. And also to help alleviate some of the appearance of dark spots, uneven skin tone, all those things that we're kind of looking to balance and normal out and really kind of create a more uniform skin tone with. I really love this product. I can't say enough about it. I love any type of liquid exfoliator, and I do have sensitive reactive skin, and this gives me no issues at all. I use it on a little bit of a cotton round, just squirt some of the product on, sweep it over the face, you leave it on, let it dry in, apply your moisturizer, your rest of your skincare, go to bed, wake up looking amazing.
Yeah, this is really good for those of you who maybe, forget to use an actual exfoliator throughout the week. Like I use the regular exfoliate maybe like twice a week or so. But you can use this instead if you want to. Maybe use the regular exfoliate when you feel like you need a zhuzh. A little extra, maybe on a Sunday, and use this throughout the week. A lot of times I get pegged as sensitive, but I have reactive skin and I know what makes my skin react. And I find, again with David, I like some intense exfoliators. So this works so well. It's really great if maybe you're overdue for a facial, something like that. You need the extra exfoliation. Works really well. Our next one is even more gentle. And this is a favorite of, I feel like, all of ours. It works so well. This is from Tatcha, and this is the Rice Polish Foaming Enzyme Powder. So if you have this and maybe it looks a little bit different color, there are different kinds. There's one that's calming for more sensitive skin. There's one that's called Deep, I believe, for oilier skin that has maybe larger pores, things like that. And they even have one that has indigo in it, which is really good. I love my indigo cream for eczema because it's very calming, soothing, and reparative. So the cool thing about this is every time there's a Tatcha product, there's always a really cool story about Japanese heritage and geishas behind it. So geishas had to wear very heavy makeup, but they also protected their skin. So, their silk primer, that's where that comes in, that protects the skin. But in order to cleanse their face properly, they had to exfoliate. They had to get all that makeup off. And a lot of times they use the leftover sort of water from, the first rinse of rice, when you rinse rice and it's kind of milky. So they found that was highly restorative, super moisturizing to the skin. So this has a rice bran extract. It's ground up into a fine powder. It's water activated. I like to wet my hands first and then put a little powder because I find it sticks to the wet skin
to the wetness.
versus your hand being dry, you kind of put too much water in. Yeah, it's like a dust storm. I find that's much easier. I like to create a very thick paste, put on my face, and then add a little bit more water. That's my favorite way of using it. It also has papaya enzymes. Again, David's product, the Exfoliate Liquid Exfoliate, has papaya enzymes. Papaya is really great to sort of like gently exfoliate the skin. One of my other favorites from Cora, the turmeric exfoliating mask, that has papaya in it. So when you see enzymes and you hear chemical exfoliation is not chemicals, not in a bad way. It just means that it's happening with a chemical reaction. So it's breaking down those little, dead skin cells. And a lot of times when you're thinking about darker skin or brown skin or tan skin and you see this like weird dullness, dry skin cells are never the color of your skin. They're always this translucent kind of dry cuticle type color. So
it causes an ashiness.
You're taking your skin tone, you're putting that dry, translucent, whitish tone of dead skin cells on it and just creating ashiness.
Yeah, ashiness.
So if you feel like, oh, my skin doesn't feel dry, it's not flaking, but I just feel really dull, you probably need to amp up your exfoliation.
And remove those layers for sure.
This is the classic. Again, there's like 4 different kinds if I'm not mistaken. So choose whichever one suits your skin the best. So another classic.
Yeah, this is a classic.
This was actually, I've been with Sephora almost 13 years. This was my first skincare training ever.
Oh, really?
Ulla HENRISKE was my first skincare training. Like, shout out to my trainer. I'm still friends with her like 13 years later.
That's amazing.
So this is from Ulla HENRISKE. This is the Truth Serum. Ulla HENRISKE was one of the first people to get into vitamin C and the powder of vitamin C. When we were being trained, it was always called the BLT, Brighten, Lighten, and Tighten. That's what vitamin C does to your skin.
I know, I still say that way.
I probably learned that day. Which is funny. Shout out to Elise.
I love that.
And vitamin C is great for brightening the skin. Vitamin C is also really nice at keeping the skin having this, like, I feel like there's a vibrancy in the skin.
Yes.
Because it just feels like someone slapped your cheeks. Like your skin is like, your skin just looks more alive when you use vitamin C. This also has some hydrating ingredients in it. When you put it on the skin, you're not going to feel any residue or heaviness. It's oil-free, but it's just something really great that you can wear underneath your moisturizer as your serum. It's a classic if you guys are getting into if you're getting into micro needling, this is also something they usually recommend, some sort of very restorative vitamin C serum. You can consult your esthetician or dermatologist, but I find that this is always a go-to. When my friends are getting procedures done and micro needling and things, this is something that I always gift them as a recovery serum for them. So a classic, but amazing.
And it's, I think it's a good point with the classic idea that this has been around for a very long time. The formula has not changed, and it still has a die-hard fan base because it works so well.
It can work for anybody. I believe they might still have it. They used to call their set the 3 Little Wonders, and it had the moisturizer
I think they
and the
still
night
have
cream.
that.
And it was one of the easiest things for me to sell to people because I felt like I was giving them something that they truly needed. And it addressed almost every concern people had, no matter what. So I just feel like this is a testament to how effective this is.
It's a great product. So the next product I'm going to talk about is from Caudalie, and this is the VINOPERFECT Anti-Dark Spot Serum. And the reason I chose this one was because I knew we were going to be talking about Truth Serum and the vitamin C. And vitamin C, I love it, but I can be reactive to it at times.
Yeah,
and
Jeffrey can't do vitamin C. Yeah.
And here's the thing with a lot of ingredients that are active, sometimes it might just be the other ingredients in there that your skin, the combination just doesn't work with. Doesn't mean it's a bad product. Doesn't mean it's not going to work for anybody else. It just means maybe for you. So sometimes with these types of products, you do need to do a little test and trial run to find the ones.
Cross-reference your ingredients so you know what works and what doesn't work for you.
So they use a lot of the ingredients, and most of their products have some form of something derived from grapes. This particular product uses a bit of the grapevine sap, and there's something from that called viniferine. I'm probably pronouncing that a little bit wrong.
Pronounces it differently.
I know, pronounced a little differently. But it's an incredible, basically it does exactly what vitamin C does, right? It really works on controlling melanin productions. It can help your skin reduce the appearance of dark spots, uneven texture, uneven skin tone, dullness. There's also an olive squalene in here, which is really great for hydration. So you really do get a kind of multi combo benefit to this serum of a brightening effect to the skin as well as a great boost of hydration.
It smells so good.
It smells so good. And it's non-greasy and it absorbs really quick. Because a lot of times when people see that white kind of color, they tend to think that it's going to be heavy. And it's very lightweight, not greasy at all. I really do love this formula so much.
I'm like, this is not a fragrance video, but this has caraway in it.
Yeah.
And caraway is kind of like a Persian cumin, so it's kind of minty.
Yeah, it has like that minty
to it, but I've never met anybody who didn't like the smell of it.
Because it's very clean.
And if you have oilier skin, like when I would use it, because there's so much skincare for me to use, I actually found that it was a good daytime moisturizer for me. It was enough moisturizer, like a serum-y moisturizer. So definitely something you can use like as a moisturizer if you're oilier
in the hot summer months, if you need that little extra hydration, you don't want a heavy moisturizer. The olive squalene in here is very good for doing that. So overall, it's just a great way to look at when you look at both of the serums that we have. You have two options basically for boosts to your skincare routine that can really help with the brightening process of your skin, and options, whether you like the vitamin C option or a non-vitamin C option. You have both here for that as well, which is really good.
So we've gone over exfoliation, which is key to brightening the skin. A lot of times your issues will be solved just by exfoliating. To be honest, your skin will just look so much better. That's a lot of times every time we sit someone down in our chair, we always exfoliate them first so we can really discover what's going on underneath there. And you have your sort of your serum products that are going to target any dark spots. So, you have a blemish scar, things like that, maybe some melasma to take care of. But it's kind of all for naught if you don't wear sunscreen.
Yes, 100%. You did all that work for nothing now.
You got to wear your sunscreen, even to the point where I'm getting my windows tinted on my car, and I'm like, does it have UV protection? Like, can you tell me that? Can you promise me that? So anything you use, your skin may become a little bit more photosensitive or sensitive to the sun when you're doing that. So sunscreen is key. So there's no surprise here. We love Supergoop on this channel. So this is from Supergoop. This is the Zinc Screen 100% Mineral SPF 40 PA+++. So sometimes you'll see physical sunscreen and chemical sunscreen, and you're just like, what is the difference?
What's the difference?
I think of like surfers, the zinc oxide, titanium dioxide situation. So this is a physical sunscreen. A lot of times you'll see with the like unseen sunscreen, for instance, it's recommended to put it on 15 minutes before you go outside. This is a physical sunscreen, so it's a physical barrier. So you can put it on and go outside immediately if you want to. It's also a non-nano particle molecule. So that just means that it's too big to actually penetrate the skin. I mean, you want your skincare to penetrate your skin. You don't want your SPF to penetrate your skin necessarily if it's a physical
You want it to sit on top safely.
It's like a shield. So it's really nice. So it won't penetrate in your skin. It feels very nice. I feel like if you can get away with wearing... Like I put so much on to see if there was a cast, and I never got a cast. So I would definitely try it out in the store.
It has the molecule.
Yeah, it has this pinky brightening appearance to it. So it is gonna give you a tint, but it's gonna be a brightening effect. I would say no more than a primer or a brightening primer. So it is a really nice one, even though it is a physical sunscreen. Sometimes physical sunscreens tend to be kind of powdery or white on the skin. This just feels like moisturizer. Like I'm waiting for it to not feel like moisturizer, and it feels like moisturizer. So it's very, very nice. I feel like Supergoop always does it. It always makes it really fun and very, like, you enjoy wearing it instead of it being a chore.
Yeah. And I agree. The tint also really helps with avoiding that sort of white cast.
And you know where it's going.
Yeah. So hopefully that was a really helpful video for any of you who are looking to incorporate some skincare into your routine to help with brightening your skin. Let us know in the comment section below if you liked any of these products.
If
you tried them. Your story with them, because we'd like to hear that stuff.
So again, be patient, use your skincare. Skincare for brightening, I feel like, is a thing that you have to really stick to, and you really have to build an entire routine around. If it took 5 years to develop some discoloration, it might take a little while to get rid of it. So stick with it. And please subscribe to the channel. We really take into account what you're telling us in the comment section. We're trying to build a more robust channel that's sort of curated by you. So we'll see you next time. Bye.